Namaskaram, and I wish you all a very happy Diwali. Also, a happy Diwali from entire HLS family. Guys, on the count of 3, 2, 1, to the top of your voice, send a Diwali message to your families. 3, 2, 1, go.
Happy Diwali!
Not louder, they can't hear you. Like they're from 10 different states, so largely it should be the road should be louder. Manju probably come and record this so that it's easy for you. Okay, on the count of 3, happy Diwali at the top of your voice. 3, 2, 1, go. Happy Diwali. Perfect. Thank you. Now that we have used the word Diwali multiple times, let's understand what exactly is this. Can I get some quick responses on what do you mean by Diwali? What exactly is Diwali? Festival of lights, right? Can we understand it as a festival of light? Is it visible to all of you? Okay. Now, when we talk about light, what light does this is fundamental, okay? A simple small light. Imagine the whole room is dark. This can create a difference, right? This small light can create a difference to the whole room of darkness. That is the power of light. That is why light is largely celebrated across all festivals. In every festival, there is a linkage of light and festival, right? So what it does is something very small can impact a whole room. One small light. Yesterday, while we were recording a Zoom call, the power went off. All we need to have was a flashlight. The whole room survived because of a flashlight. So that is how powerful light is. The problem with this approach is, just a second. The problem with this approach is, when you depend on external lights, it won't reflect upon internal darkness. Now, long ago, in ancient and medieval living, you had to deal with external darkness. That's why light was glorified. Light, torch, or fire was very glorified because everything was dark. Now, there is very less scenario that the world around you is dark. It's over illuminated. There are more lights than we ever need, right? It's over illuminated. Now, what exactly is the problem in this generation in 2024 versus, let's say, 1824 or probably minus 380? So it's all very different. Right now, 2024, the focus of Diwali is how do you push this light to your internal darkness. Now, earlier they used a term called ignorance, knowledge over ignorance. Now, you're not ignorant. Thanks to Google and Wikipedia, largely you're not ignorant. So, I'm substituting the word to internal darkness. What is internal darkness? That's a void and vacuum which constantly gets created. Now, not that you're in your preparation. If you notice, it's not that you're in preparation. Even otherwise, there is something which has been bothering you, right? At least for the last 5 years. Have you been happy and peaceful? Think through that. Something will keep something would have been bothering you, and something will keep bothering you. Now that is exactly what we are trying to achieve at HLS when I say it's light over your internal darkness. The moment you have the light over internal darkness, we call it clarity. Clarity. Next 1 decade, this will become the most searched word. Clarity, not confidence. Confidence is bullshit. No. One of the most overused and useless words is confidence. For you to get confidence, they sell motivation. This is far more useless than confidence. So the moment you get rid of the need for confidence, you don't need motivation. So 3 days before the exam, I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm trying to tell you that motivation is bullshit. You don't need motivation. I'm also telling you that you don't need confidence. This is not to boost your confidence. This is to tell you that confidence is not removed, not needed. Right now, as I'm speaking, I'm not confident. All I have is clarity. I know what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing it. That's about it. I'm not sure if I'm confident because I don't even care about it. So if you are trying to get the sense of confidence, let's say when you're trying to approach the first exam, financial reporting, if you're trying to get that sense of confidence, it's very unreliable. The problem with confidence is it's highly unreliable. Yesterday, let's say while you're finishing business combination, probably you would have got some level of confidence. By the time you come to CFS, your confidence will take a dip. Today, when you're doing India's 116 leases, once again your confidence will take a dip. Now, how many of you are experiencing these fluctuations in confidence across the last 3 days? Show of hands. Fluctuation in confidence where it's going up and down, some level. Show of hands. Whoever is experiencing, hand raises this. Some level of fluctuations in confidence, right? Now, this is exactly the problem. When you say that I'm confident at 7 p.m. yesterday, today at 7 a.m. I'm not confident, this is not confidence. You understanding it? When you say confidence, confidence is something very strong, solid. It should be rock solid. So it is there, not there, it confuses you. And you'll end up wasting a lot of time in trying to become confident and trying to feel confident. I'm using the word feel confident. You are confident, there is no feeling attached to that. If you are confident, that stays, that sustains. It doesn't matter. Nothing should impact confidence. That is called confidence. If something is impacting what you are feeling, you think it is confidence, it is not. So the most important thing, I'm openly challenging this on record because this might become the most controversial thing because the whole YouTube will be focused on confidence, boost your confidence, bullshit your confidence, all that nonsense. The whole world is running in a direction and telling you confidence is not important. What exactly is required? You need to get some level of competence. Now, when I say competence, when I say competence, there are two aspects to this. One is knowledge, which is already built, and application of the knowledge. Knowledge plus application of knowledge within the given timelines. If the exam is given 4 hours, most of you would be in a position to crack. But how do we crack this in 2 hours, where you score 40 plus? And how do you conclude the paper in 3 hours? Is a challenge. That is a question. So for that to happen, the single most important aspect is you take a stand. You take a stand that, okay, my preparation is done. If not for Diwali, let's say, on Vinayak Chauthi it is not concluded. Dasara it is not concluded. Diwali it is not concluded. When will it get concluded? Even if you wait for next Diwali, syllabus will never get completed. So two things which I'm trying to tell you is, for you to clear the exam, syllabus need not be completed. You need not be confident. Now these are two problems which you have. When you look at you, what is happening? Syllabus is not completed, something is left out. Ind AS 38 is left out. Ind AS 41 is left out. DTA is left out. Or BEPS is left out. Something will always be left out. You can fill in the blank. Something will always be left out. I don't feel confident. I don't feel confident because of X, Y, Z. So this keeps fluctuating. So remove the need for this too. Now tell me what exactly are the problems which are left. If you remove, okay, if syllabus need not be completed, then I can still clear CA. I need not feel confident, I can still clear CA. If you know these two insights, if you know these two hacks, what else do you need? What else would you need? Any other problems? You can always see, you can always keep feeling that you're not celebrating Diwali at home, right? You're not celebrating Diwali at home, that might be bothering you. But you have to understand, I'm in my home and still I cannot celebrate Diwali. I'm yet to take a bath, I'm yet to say hi to my daughter or whatever. You understand that, right? It's not about being at home. Even at home, this is not a home. So how painful it is for me. If it's a question of that, so we're equally serious, if not more. So I'm far more interested in helping you clear the exam than yourself. Whatever intent you have. For me, these are the two problems. You trying to complete the syllabus, you trying to feel confident. These are the two problems. Now, if I am sacrificing my home Diwali and sitting in my home, definitely it should mean something. Now, our Honorable Prime Minister spends a lot of time with the army in most of the Diwalis. Because for them, it's one more day. For a lot of people, there is no Diwali. Diwali does not exist, right? For the people who are working for us, lot of people. For 70% of the population, Diwali does not exist. It only exists on Instagram. Rest of the world has to run, right? Everything has to run. So don't add that over sympathy at this junction. You're fine. You're totally fine. You're sitting at someone's home, doing whatever you have to do. So you should be proud about how Diwali is celebrated. This is exactly how it is celebrated because today you're lighting your internal lamp. This is the first day, or this is the first Diwali. When asking, most of you never celebrate out of lamp. Lighting your internal lamp. When you're lighting your internal lamp, don't use cheap oil, which is confidence. Use pure ghee, which is clarity. The same ghee will be helpful for you to go ahead and clear your financial reporting. 2 days down the line, we are going ahead and clearing financial reporting. And even at any given point of time, our capabilities have built to a level where it is always a question of, I would say, the difference would always be 10 marks, maximum would be 10%. Any given attempt, any given level, the difference would be 10 marks or 10%. 10% or 10 marks. This is exactly where we land. For most of you, this is the game. If you have to get 150, the risk is you're stopping at 140 or maximum 10%, which is 135. So what would change this 10%? Not studying more, not becoming more confident or watching on that extra motivational video. What would add this 10 marks is the precision in terms of how you use the remaining 20 hours. We're looking at the last cycle of 20 hours. Today, your syllabus will be technically done. I'm telling you, for one last time, the syllabus will be done and dusted. And we are not talking about syllabus. We're only talking about supervision in this 20 hour. Now, 20 hour strategy. Now, when I say 50 hour, 50 hour is a challenge because it's very hard to complete the entire syllabus in just 50 hours, right? Now we're talking about 20 hour strategy. Now we are not looking at like a challenge. We are looking at it. How do we strategically use this 20 hours to add those 6 marks, to add those 7 marks? That is exactly what has to happen in the next couple of days. Okay. So the idea is start getting to a point where you feel, okay, this is done. This is done. Because you don't know what is true. Whether it is done or not, you don't know what is true. So when you're not sure what is true, believe something which increases the possibility of hearing, not possibility of failing, right? So choose a belief. Everything is a thought. Now fear is a thought. Now this is important for you to understand. Fear is a thought. Confidence is also a thought. Everything is a thought. So choose your thoughts. Just like the way I'm choosing my words, choose your thoughts. So don't stick to something which is giving you that mental comfort, which is useless. So choose something which might give you the additional bandwidth or firepower on the day of the exam, which will help you trigger that extra 6 to 8 marks. Okay. So this is exactly how we are going to operate from now. Remove the need for that internal confidence. That's about it. Now this is one thing which is working for me magically, right? Because we are doing this is going to be on YouTube, and tomorrow I'm responsible for all your results. Some of you fail, some of you clear. The whole thing is how do I maintain this internally? For me, it's simple. I don't have control over results. I have absolute control over efforts. When I say efforts, till the last minute you enter the examination center, we'll be there. The moment you step out of the examination center, our team will be there. This is the level of effort we put in. This is the level, last minute. People has to stop beyond the center. You can beyond this point you cannot enter. That is the level of effort we put in. Last mile connectivity. Even you do that. You have to put the level of effort where there's nothing further left from this point. Not what should have happened few days ago, right? So that is exactly what we are looking at. So everything will be happening seamlessly and systematically in terms of what has to happen. But internally, you have to heavily focus on not bothering about your feelings. Stop feeling something about your feelings. So that is exactly what I largely want. Can I get a commitment regarding this? All of you? Okay, let's do this in count of 3 to 1. I accept the one last attempt challenge. Okay, so this is exactly what one last time. So once you do this, you'll realize that there is a good chance that this might become your one last attempt, irrespective and in spite of all the gaps. I'm saying irrespective of and in spite of. What is irrespective? Syllabus not completed. I'm not confident. Irrespective, in spite. Still, you can go ahead and clear. Are we good? Okay. Manju, probably from the shot. On the count of 3 to 1, we are going with I accept the one last attempt challenge. Okay. 3, 3, 2, 1. Go. I accept the one last attempt challenge. Thank you.